I am Gideon Appa. I imagine things a lot. I'm not a participant, but I like to observe things, observe people. So once I'm working, man, it's a lot of thoughts. You pick up a canvas, and there's 1,000 possibilities of how the work could end up. When I'm painting, I pretty much you enter into a different world. You're creating your stuff. The colors are different. You have your own kind of palette structure in your head, your own way of painting, how you want to position this person or character here, character there. It changes. The work that I do is a combination of painting and installations, and I've been involved with that for now. I haven't done some installations for some time now, but I've been doing lots of paintings. I have been working from using photographs as sources, mostly family photographs and that of friends. I'm very interested in mostly nostalgic moments. I'm looking at the 1990s and things like that, and how those things came about was because a friend of mine aided me to get a collection of newspapers from 1960s, 1970s, and 80s and 90s, and I happened to go through it, and I was actually amazed at how Ghana has changed within a period. So I started collecting items. This is me, this is who I am, this is how I paint, this is how I work, I'm just an honest guy, honest with my paintings. I grew up in a family house. I remember almost everyone, my grandma, grandpa, they were all alive. And I do remember I used to make drawings on walls with chalks, And then from there, I saved some money to buy watercolor. This old school kind of watercolor, and then I started painting, looking at the photographs of books. Started painting what I see. I think that was when I started to fall in love with color itself. This mass, or this space where you must imagine and putting something there. So that is mostly the best part for me, when I have to create through imagination, I think that once I got to third year in the university, I was schooling at the University of Science and Technology. I did do my BFA. From third year to fourth year, I was in I felt like I wanted to leave the art course. That was the biggest challenge that I ever had, and then having to finish, and then you, like most artists, you're thinking about the next step, or what's gonna happen, how you gonna do this. I mean, you want to be an artist, and how do you go about it, So I think, as I was talking about being smart, one thing I did immediately I got home, once I was done with my BFA and then I got home, the next day I went to the day center just to familiarize myself with other artist creatives. I did that, and I knew that it's only a matter of time before, I maybe some other opportunity which is not art related comes my way. I remember Robert, he was director of the Goethe Institute, you know, at in Ghana, in Accra. So I went over straight, and then there was a lady there called Rebecca, and I spoke to her. I want to do a show, you know. I mean, I had to act fast in a way. You know, if you don't get yourself into the community, you know, you give yourself maybe 1-2 years. Oh, let me rest for a while, like 6 months, a year, and get back to the house. Man, it's gonna be too late for you. So I just have to. So immediately I got in there, and they said, okay, Gideon, oh, they saw some stuff that you were doing. Okay, we're gonna give you a show, and that was my first show. I think 2014. I did an internship for 5 months, and then I happened to leave, and then I went to work in an art institution for like 2 months, and then I quit. And 2015, I think in the middle of 2015, so then I got a call that I'd be accepted to a backlist Latin there in South Africa, in Johannesburg. And yeah, I went, and then I could win the Merit Award at that time. It was big for me because I was the very first foreigner, non-South African, to win the award. So it's kind of like put my career in motion. And then after that, I came, was in Ghana, I was working for a while, and I did a residency at the back factory in Johannesburg. And then I came back to Ghana, and I did another one. And then we went on to do Nubuke shows. I did a show in Nubuke, beautiful one, 2017. And I think that was the show that actually I started painting interior spaces and painting portraiture and plans, and I've been doing that since, you know. So from 2017, and then I started to show at Gallery1957 in 2018. We did 154 New York. It was great. I was listed on Artnet, you know, top 4 artists to discover. I was very happy. And I think our booth was amazing. We did, we won best booth, I think. Yeah, one of the best booths, you know, and mostly an installation. So we had to carry a lot of, you know, furniture and things that I bought from markets and from homes to New York for the show, and then we did that. And therefore it went on, and then we got to do Casa. I did a show in Mexico. Afterwards. The current one we did was Freeze. I happened to show collaboration with 1957 and Mitchell Ennis and Nash in New York. So we did Freeze. So that was my very first Freeze in New York, which was a great success. You know, it was just in February, I think. You know, when you're an artist, you should also know you're a collaborator. You can't do it on your own. You know, you're gonna lead people. You know, lucky for you, if you get a patron, you get a dealer, you get maybe collectors, you get good shows, and all of those things, I mean, they come through connections. You know, they come through people even recommending it. I think that in my career, I've always, almost every country I go to, I always, somehow I get people who want to do things with me. You know, because once you put your works up and then you show in the gallery, you should know already, you know, you're working with people and all that. So the success itself is not a one-man thing. It is a group success. Being an artist in Ghana, you know, anywhere in the world, you know, it's about you. You are your own master, you know, your own philosopher. It's about you. So no matter how many books you read or whatever, you know, once you become an artist, it's about you. You know, you have to pour yourself out Don't be pretentious. Be honest with yourself. If you paint or whatever you do, be honest with yourself as an artist. And you also have to be smart. You just have to be up. Look for opportunities everywhere. They're not gonna come for you. You need to put yourself in good positions. When you are working as an artist, get into competitions, jewelry shows. Show your stuff to people and then see what comes out of it. So that's what I mean by being smart. You just have to be strategic, with what you're doing. I think my dream has started. I'm not there yet, but I know I'm on the right path.